Hey everybody, welcome back. It's been a little while. Sorry for the wait, but I'm back. Just gonna give you a heads up. We've had a lot of life changes, so it's been a few minutes since I did a video, but yeah, today we're just gonna test out some new makeup together. I've got a few new things and we're just gonna have a little bit of fun, and I'm gonna kind of let you know what's going on. All good things, just changes, you know how it goes. So I'm just gonna let you know I primed my face with my Tula Skincare Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. This I've been loving. It's just really great under the eyes, seems to kind of brighten them up and give them a little extra moisture. I have very dry under eyes. And then I primed my face with No Pore-blem Prime Essence from TouchnSol. This is a really good primer if you have especially bigger pores. Like I do, it just kind of tightens them up and firms everything up. So the Tula is new, No Pore-blem, that's not really new, but I have been liking the eye balm. So I've got some great new stuff from the drugstore to show you guys, and hopefully you can see if you like some of these products. If you want to go check them out, they're all at a great price point. Some things are drugstore, some things are not. I'll let you know what is, that way if you want to check it out, it's at a good price point. So to start off, this is the Revlon Candid Glow foundation. So I'm not a big foundation person personally, but I've been thinking I need to show you guys more foundations, even if I don't wear them, because I know you guys are curious. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna take my big damp beauty blender and just start picking that up and putting that on my skin. So it looks to be pretty light coverage. This is actually a really good match for me. So it's kind of hard almost to even see it on the skin. But it has a very beautiful, healthy finish. It doesn't look too cakey or matte. I don't necessarily like matte foundations. I really prefer kind of a glowy one. And I think they have a matte formula and they have a glow formula, and of course I picked the glow because it's my preference. But of course, if you like your foundation matte, go ahead and get the matte formula instead. Yeah, this is such a great match for me, and I was kind of worried because you can't really test out, you know, stuff on your hand right now like you used to be able to in store. So that was a lucky pick, because I didn't pick a second one in case this one didn't work. So yeah, this was applied really beautifully. This is a first impression of this, and I really like it. This would be honestly, I might not even go in with concealer with this on an everyday basis if I wore this every day. I would just kind of do an extra kind of little dusting under my eyes to make it a little more full coverage on an everyday basis. I think this is a beautiful base. All right, that looks great. I really like that. I'm really happy with that. We are gonna go in with concealer today because, you know, we're doing fun stuff. So I have two concealers, one from the drugstore, one high-end. And I think they're both a little yellow for my skin, but we're just gonna pretend like they're not. So the high-end one is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and this is in the shade Shortbread. And this other one, the Candid Glow that I just used, that's in the shade 240. Natural Beige. I was like, I know it has a name, not just a number. And then the other one, the concealer from the drugstore I have, is the NYX Born to Glow concealer. And this one is in the shade Vanilla. Okay. So I think for under my eyes, I'm going to use the NYX one. Just a little bit. And then down here. And then I think around my nose and to spot conceal, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way. Yeah, see, they're both really yellow, but they'll blend out okay. I've been getting a lot of acne around my mouth. I think it's hormones, but yeah, that's super yellow. Oh my gosh. I might even put a little bit of that foundation back over this because that Born This Way is way too yellow for my skin. Just over the top to kind of give it more of my skin's pink undertone versus the yellow. But wow, that under the eye concealer, oh my gosh, that looks so good. I think I just need to go and get a new color for the Born This Way. It's pretty full coverage, where the NYX one, it doesn't look quite as full coverage. So I think the NYX is a little more my speed, which is great because it's from the drugstore. So, you know, if I use it all up, it's easy to replace. Okay, I'm gonna go back in and just put a tiny bit. Well, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's yellow, but it's not so bad. I'm just gonna put a little bit of the nice kind of neutral foundation back over the yellow parts of this. Yeah, that's better. Not quite so yellow. Okay. I think this is a great base. This is really beautiful. My skin is glowing and I haven't put on any illuminator or anything, so hooray for the drugstore. Okay. So I was thinking that I would play with some kind of rusty reds today for fall. I'm kind of starting to feel like it's turning into fall and I kind of wanted to play a little bit with that. So we're gonna be using some rusty reds. So I think, let's see, I need brush for bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Unlocked palette. You guys have seen that a bajillion times. If I find a bronzer that I like, I really don't stray from it too much. That's just kind of my safety zone. It's hard for me to find bronzers that are not too deep for my skin. I have pretty fair skin. Bring it into the hairline. Just kind of warming up the face, nothing too exciting there. Just define the jaw a bit. There we go, that looks nice. Okay, and because we're doing kind of the rusty reds, I think I'm gonna do the eyes first and then kind of go from there, because with the eyes, I know what I'm doing. The rest of the face, I'm kind of like, I pulled some products. Sometimes the tip for me, when I am looking for, like, I have a color that I want to use on my eyes and I'm thinking, how am I going to make my cheeks and my lips match? Sometimes I kind of swatch on my wrist, like, what the eye colors I'm going to use are, and then I can kind of swatch, like, the lip colors and cheek blushes, and then just kind of see, like, which ones really go together before applying it on my face, because that's still kind of a hit and miss, not always a strong point for me. So anyway, let me get my brushes out. And, oh, you know what? Let's do brows first. That always bugs me if I haven't done my brows. Okay, so I got a new brow product. This is the Real Her Definer Brow Pencil. And it's got a pencil on one end and then it's got a little spoolie on the other. I'm just gonna run the spoolie through real quick and then just fill in any sparsities real fast. Ooh. That looks pretty good. Okay, happy with that. Okay, now to eyes. So I think I'm gonna start with, I was saying I like those kind of rusty shades. I'm gonna go into my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette, and I'm gonna use the shade down here, Nuts About You. I just think that's like a really fun color. So I'm gonna take it really light-handed and just kind of start putting that as kind of a transition shade on the eye. And really diffuse that out. And then other eye. Okay, so there I have 2 transitions ready. Now I'm gonna go in with this Laura Mercier single shadow in the shade Cognac. It's a beautiful kind of like rusty brown, kind of bronzy. I don't know, it's very hard to describe. I'm gonna take that on my finger, I think, and I'm gonna just put that all over the lid. They're kind of playing with fall tones at this point. I'm putting on a very thin layer of that, not a very thick layer. And then I'm just gonna take that same brush and kind of blend in the edges together. Okay, and then again, I'm just gonna take that brush and blend. Don't forget to blend. Okay, that looks pretty. Okay, now, okay, this was the part where it gets tricky. I don't know if I wanna go a little more pink or I wanna go a little more gold. I have this really beautiful golden shade that we've played with before that's from Kaja, and then I have a Charlotte Tilbury quad that has a really pretty pink in the Pillow Talk one. I think I'm gonna go maybe for the pink because I've got like more, I know how to play with pink better. I think I'm gonna go with the safe choice. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that glittery pink there. I'm just gonna pop that over the top and into the inner corner for a bit of shimmer, not a lot, just barely. That's pretty. I'm using my pinky because I really want to be careful about where I place it. And then I'm going to go into this top shade here and just put that on my inner corner. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to go in with this Nude Stix Metallic Luminous Eye Color in the shade Rustic Grotto. It's a beautiful kind of crayon. And I'm going to put that like, I guess like an eyeliner almost on my eye. but just in the back half. Like a fat wing. And then I'm gonna bring that down on the lower lash line. That's pretty, okay. That's a really fun color. All right, I think that's, the eye is pretty much done at that point. And I picked up a new great mascara from the drugstore. It's from L'Oreal. It's called the Bambi Eye Mascara. And it's called Bambi because it really makes your lashes lifted and look really separated. It's not clumpy at all. And I have the shade Black Brown. I'm just gonna give a generous coating of that. I love putting mascara on after I've like done my eyeshadow. I feel like it really brings an eye look together and gives me a sense of completion about the look's complete. Okay. That's really nice. I like those eyes. They're not too much, not too little. So to go with that, I think I'm going to use this red, another Nude Stix stick blush in the shade Sunkissed. And I'm going to take the bullet and I'm going to put that kind of in the area that I want to be sun-kissed. And then I'm going to take my big beauty blender and go all over that and just kind of diffuse it out. It kind of picked up the product. I think I'm actually going to go back in and maybe fan it out with a brush instead. Maybe this product doesn't like a beauty blender. Some products don't. Some products you can't really use a beauty blender with them. Yeah, that's better. Brush application is good for this guy. But that's okay. You can always like try out like using, you know, one type of, you know, tool to apply something, and if it doesn't work, just put it back on and reapply it. Okay, and then for lips, I think to tie it all together, let's just do the same thing. We're gonna use that Sunkissed and put it on our lips. Oh my gosh, you guys, I totally forgot to talk to you about what's going on. So I started this YouTube series when I was between jobs and COVID was going on, and I was like, wow, I really need a new hobby. And I got a job, so now I'm back working full time and definitely don't have as much time on my hands as I did at one point. So I think it's just going to be posting on more of an ad hoc basis from now on. And actually this week we're moving, so this is the last time you're going to see a film in this setup. So the next video I post is going to be in our new apartment, so it'll have a new backdrop. Which is exciting. So if you guys have been patiently waiting, thank you so much for waiting for me to post another video. I really appreciate it. It's been just, yeah, it's been a big time for change, but it's been all good stuff. So yeah, anyway, all right, so let's finish up the face, and I'm gonna put on a little gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Topaz. Love this stuff. Always just kind of adds a little bit of fun to whatever lipstick you have on. And then last but certainly not least, I found a new really great setting spray from the drugstore. This is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender. Has a huge squirter nozzle. So I just give a big healthy spritz. Woo, Lord. And I always have to fan myself dry. Okay, so this is my kind of bronzy, glowy, kind of transitioning into fall makeup. So if you like this look, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah, thank you so much for just hanging in there with me, and I hope to post another video soon. Bye.